Hi guys, so today I am doing my Leo zodiac sign tutorial, and I'm a Leo, so I'm kind of stoked about this one. I gotta look back in my notes here. Okay, so for you to be Leo, you must be born between July 23rd and August 22nd. And actually, the funny story is my birthday is on August 22nd. And I was actually like 6 or 7 hours away from the next zodiac sign, which is Virgo. So it's actually pretty cool because Leo describes me better than Virgo does. Just saying. So, just getting that out of the way. And for people who know me personally, they know like I'm totally a Leo. So the colors I have to use, and this one I had a hard time coming up with an idea for, so I'm just going to do the best that I can with what I have. So I have to use orange, gold, copper, and eggplant. So basically fire colors. I mean, that's basically it. Because Leo's a fire element. Just saying. And also, look what I got. Look what I got. I got this. It's so cute. I couldn't help myself. I got this from a store in my mall. It was handcrafted in Africa. And so I'm like, oh, you're so cute. You were so expensive, but you're so cute. I'm so excited. And then I also made, because another thing I wanted to tie in was my Chinese zodiac sign. So for like the past couple days, I've been sculpting this guy. Hope I don't drop him. So I made this little man out of Model Magic, and let me tell you, that stuff is so complicated to use. You can't tell, or maybe you can, but I tried to do a wire figure first and then put this over top. Didn't work, but I did the green on the eyes and the green gem that he's holding because I love the color green, as you can tell. And I did like the rocks in the back because in Chinese zodiac, I believe there's like 5 different elements, and you know, it seems to be like he was more of an earth element, or the ox is like an earth element one. I could be wrong, but even so, I love earth element too. So I love all the elements, you know, but I have each little character. So like for me, I have the lion for fire. I have this guy for earth, and then I might craft another 2 for my other 2 elements. Maybe, but this guy's so cute. It took me forever to do, but he's so cute. And yeah, and this I did all by myself. This is not like, I didn't put like a big slap of Model Magic and then put this over top. I literally took individual pieces. I just took a big chunk of Model Magic, rolled it up in a ball, and marbled it. I don't know if you can see that detail, but I put every little itty bitty thing in there. And I love this rock right here, like the marble, the black and white marble. I love black and white marble. That's like my favorite thing ever. Like, I have, let me put you back, bud. I have to put him back up on my shelf. So like, I have this. I got this at Five Below, but then I have like the white marble. That's my bronzing brush. Like I have the black and white marble from BH Cosmetics. Oh my god. I love it. I love it so much. I gotta clean my brushes again. I gotta clean my brushes every day. Almost every day. I gotta clean them. I don't do a lot of recording, which I'll get into later on in the video. Okay, now that I've ran my mouth for literally 5 minutes, let me go ahead and get started. So, first things first, I'm using primer. Now, a lot of people ask me about primer and like what it does. It basically makes your makeup last longer. Some people believe in it, some people don't. I believe in it because I've tried to wear foundations without primer and it's just been awful. So, I use primer, and today I'm using the Hard Candy Long Wear Sheer Envy primer. This one I actually came upon by accident. I was in my Walmart run video. Is actually when I first used it. And like ever since then, for water-based, I've been using this other than my hangover primer. But it's really good. Like, it's not too like watery where it feels like it's gonna melt off your face. But it's not too thick where it feels like a gel. Like, it's kind of like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like a mixture of the hangover primer with the Smashbox primer. It's kind of like a combo of that. Alright, I'm letting that sit in for a little bit. And for foundation, I'm using a new combination. I don't remember ever using these two foundations before together. I have used them in combos before. I don't think I've ever used it on camera. Could be wrong. Could very much be wrong. But anyway, so today I am mixing the Huda Beauty foundation in the shade Angel Food, or 110N. I guess it's supposed to be neutral, but this one's really good. And then I'm going to be mixing it with a little bit of L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. This one. This one I came upon. A lot of my stuff I came on by accident. Now the Huda Beauty one I got because of Nikki Tutorials. You know, and when I saw her first video on that, I was like, oh my god, I gotta have it. But at the time, I didn't have a credit card. I didn't have any way to get it because there's no Sephora close to me. So I'm just gonna mix these two together. Ooh. And the Huda Beauty stuff smells so good. It smells perfumey. And oh, I love it. A lot of people don't like smells. I kind of love smells. Now, I will say I don't like anything like that strong rose smell. And this Huda Beauty foundation is a lot thicker than the Infallible one. I feel like the Infallible one is just a little too watery. And the Huda one is just too thick, so I'm hoping mixing these two together will make up something. It looks a little dark, doesn't it? Eh. It's doable. I can work with this. Oh, I can work with it. I haven't worn my Huda Beauty foundation in such a long time because it just hasn't been the right weather for it. Oh, and it smells so good. Like, the Huda Beauty one says it fits all skin tones. Or skin, types. It does in a way. But at the same time, it doesn't. Like, if you have oily skin, oh my god. This stuff will fit you for days. It's just that good. Now, if you have drier skin, you have to use less of it, but I think it could work. And then if you have combo skin, it may look good on you in some ways. And then, like, if you, like, for example, if you have dry skin, and then, like, towards your T-zone you have oily skin, it'll look really good on your face, but not look so good on your T-zone. So you gotta kind of accommodate for it. I like both foundations. Like, I know there's a lot of drama and stuff, but I mean, for me, I stay out of the drama. I like the products. you know? And I like this. And I'm feeling, because this is my tutorial, or my Zodiac tutorial, I feel like I should be able to look at least kind of good, you know? And use at least one of my favorite foundations. Not to say I don't like the L'Oreal one. I just happen to like the Huda Beauty one better. And also it was like 40 bucks. Okay. I don't use it very often except for like special events and stuff, but I mean, I want to wear it more because I feel like it would just, I don't know. I feel like with it being hot now, I mean like super hot, I feel like I can wear it more and be able to do more with it. Now, Angel Food is actually a little bit dark for me, or not dark in the sense of the actual shade, it's dark because of the undertone. Like, have you ever had foundations where, like, it matches your skin tone, but it's just a little off because of the undertone? Has anyone ever had that? I get that all the time. And the only one foundation that has come close, or closer, well, there's a few that match me. I mean, they might be a little off, but it's something that I can work with. The closest one that I have that doesn't, like, you can't really tell, is the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the lightest shade, which is Cloud. And, like, people are like, oh my god, like, you're not that white. On camera, I look more hazy, like a more yellow tone and whatever, but if you see me in person, like, I'm white. Like, I look like a vampire. Like, I just got my graduation pictures back because I graduated college, and I looked at myself when they took the pictures, and I was like, I'm that white. Like, it threw me off because I wasn't thinking of how white I was. So, it was just so weird to me, and I was like, oh my god. Okay. Anyway, for concealers, I am taking the Too Faced Born This Way in the shade Swan, which is too dark for me, but it's good for, like, correcting and getting rid of those under eye circles because you can still see the purple. And then I'm taking my Jeffree Star Concealer, which is, again, it's in the shade S2. Because I was looking at the other shades that he has, like the S5s, the S6s, and so forth. And I just feel like they wouldn't fit me. I feel like S2 has been my best match for, like, highlight. So, I'm taking the Born This Way one first. Like this. And you can see how dark this is. It's pretty dark. Pretty yellow, I should say. I like this concealer. I just wish they had it in a lighter shade. I wish they had it in Cloud. I've never seen it in store, at least, but I've never checked online. I should check online and see. Because if they have it in Cloud online, I'm gonna be so mad. I mean, I could use this one, but, you know, still, you want a highlight shade. Which side did I use for powder? Which side did I use for... Okay. I'm just blending this in now. And for some reason, like, it starts out dark. And then when you start to blend it, it gets a little lighter. Still not light enough for my liking, but it's decent. And even if it shows up too dark on my skin now, I have my Fenty powder that I'm gonna put on it, so. I have to kind of double check and look around. I have to kind of look up and do my eyes because my eyes crease so much. I guess it just comes with age. I'm not even that old. What the hell am I talking about? Okay, so now I'm taking my Jeffree Star Concealer. And I'm going to highlight my under eyes and everything with this. And this is really pretty. He just announced, like, by the time this goes up, or that I'm recording this, he just announced about his lip gloss formula. I'm not a fan of lip gloss, but I know some people are, so I may get one. I'm more stoked about his summer collection. That's what I'm most excited about because he already hinted that he's got 2 eyeshadow palettes. And I'm kind of like, ooh. I want that. That'd be fun. I'm trying to shop more. Years ago, before I had credit and everything, I never shopped online. I hated it. Because, like, you could get hacked, you could, which recently happened. You could get hacked, you could get, like, anything. And I was so scared for the longest time that I would get hacked and lose all of my money. And, you know, like, I just never shopped online. Well, now as I'm getting older, it seems like it just has to become a necessity. I don't know. I'm old-fashioned in the sense that I'll pay for cash and stuff, like for just little things, but like my necessities, like gas and food, I'll pay with credit so I can build it up and then pay it off. And recently, the card that someone got a hold of was my necessities card. It was my gas and my food card. Occasionally, I bought other stuff with it. Like, I bought my Jeffree Star stuff with it. But, like, other than that, and for parking and stuff, but other than that, I really never used it. Like, that was it. I'm going in with my Lavender Fenty Beauty powder. So, for like the past 2 months, I have literally had to be double pulling out of my account in order to like pay for gas and pay for food and everything like that. And on some days I actually went without eating. And it's just kind of like, and I read on the news about all these retail stores and stuff going out of business. And that has me, like, just as a consumer, that has me worried because what happens if someone hacks my card again? And then I have nothing, and then I'm stuck with what? I am getting a new card that's better for me. Which is good, but at the same time it's bad because it's like, well, what if that card gets hacked? Which is a possibility, you know? And I don't think people of my generation think about that. Like, okay, so everything's handy dandy now, but if you get hacked, then what do? You cancel your card and everything, but then you still have to live without that card for a good 2 or 3 weeks. You know? And I don't think people think about that. Like, yeah, your card's canceled and everything. You've changed everything. But then you're stuck with not having that card. So if you don't have cash, then what do you do? You know? And I don't think a lot of people think about that. It's just stupid. And yeah, it seems really old-fashioned to be paying with cash, but that's honestly nowadays the safest way for you to pay anymore. You know? Oh, that's a little bit light. It's a little bit patched right there. We need to fix that. Okay, I'm going in with my other Fenty powder in the shade Butter. And what I'm going to do is set my face with this. I'm using my Eco Tools, the dark green sponge. I use this one for powder. It's really good for powder. A lot of people don't like it just in general, but I think that's really good. And I'm going over some of the same spots on my face that I had the lavender powder. Like up by my mouth and by my smile lines. Just to put those in check. And I'm going in the crease of my mouth. Okay. And there. I see a lot of beauty gurus do this. Like they cut out their cheekbones. Try that. I will be taking some of this on my forehead because I know for a fact I'm gonna be sweating like you would never believe. I'm just going around the edges of where my highlight shade is from the lavender powder. Okay. Dumping the extra back into the case. Putting this in like this. It's almost 10 o'clock. I just woke up at like 9. So. What do I want to do? Okay. So, to catch extra powder, or the eyeshadow, I'm going to take my Fenty Beauty lavender powder, and I'm taking the smaller piece on my powder sponge, and I'm going to lightly set that under my eyes. And I'm going to lightly bake on the highlight of my face. Woo! Okay, that should be enough to catch it. Just had a huge smoke cloud come up. I don't know if you can see that on camera. And I spilled some on my table, so I'm just going to take that off my table right now. And I'm going to put that, just pat that everywhere. And then I'm going to lightly go over my eyes and set that with whatever little bit of powder I have on the other side of my sponge. You don't need a lot, because what I notice if I put a lot of powder on my eyelids, they still crease a lot worse. So, it's a good tip to know. Okay, get in there. I'm gonna try to put some of this stuff away since I'm here, because I need some room to work. You know, when I got this desk, I thought this was going to be enough, and then I realized that I have a lot more makeup than what I thought I had. So, I mean, it's doable. I'm still doing it. I'm still working on it. It's just a lot, and as you can tell by my shirt, there's a lot of powder on my shirt. Let me see if I can get a tissue. Don't mind me cleaning off my shirt. Guess it was a bad idea to wear black. Okay, let's see. There we go. I literally just woke up and started doing my makeup, so if you notice this, I'm gonna put my little book right here. Okay, now for my eyes, I am pretty much only going to use one palette. I'm going to be using my BH Cosmetics Sylvia Gani palette, because all the colors I need are in here. But what I want to do for my lids is a little different, so let me get there. We'll get there. Okay. Okay. So the colors I have to use are orange, gold, copper, and eggplant. Yeah. Okay, so that means I need this brush. Okay, sorry. Okay, so I'm going in with my BH Cosmetics Marble Collection brush. The number wore off, but it's this one. It's the crease brush. It's a little dirty, okay? I've been using this very often. And so I'm going to start off with Ginger, which is the orange. And I'm going to use this as my transition shade. That's a lot of pigment. And I'm just going to blend right into my crease. Pretty simple. Now, if you don't have this palette, just take any orange and use it as your crease shade. And I am going to flare this out a little bit because, you know, this is a fire element and we want things bold. Because I am a Leo and Leos are bold. Let me rephrase that. Not all Leos are bold. Like, if you're really big into, like, the zodiac stuff, like where people pick a date because of their zodiac signs or whatever, I don't think that that is true. I just don't believe in that at all. I think that, you know, if you're going to love someone, you're going to love them. It doesn't matter if they're zodiac, what religion, it doesn't matter. You're going to love that person because you love that person, and that's it. And I'm drinking a lot of coffee. Because that's the only way I could come up with that. And I'm exhausted. Also, another thing is that, on a different topic, I'm trying to figure out a schedule for that helps with my other job, that kind of like goes in with my schedule. So I may have to back up on uploading YouTube and do maybe 1 video a week or 2 videos a week, maybe. Which I really didn't want to have to do, but I don't have a choice. Because my other job, for those who don't know, I am a package handler. And so I'm going in real quick. I'm going in with the shade Wolf. I know that isn't part of the colors, but I need to blend this out. So, I am a package handler, and so with it being summertime, things are starting to pick up. Like, people are starting to buy online, and they're starting to get all the stuff. And I don't, like, I go in to work. I wake up at 12:30, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, and I don't get off until like 8:30, 9, sometimes 10 or 11. So, and by the time I get off, I'm just absolutely exhausted. So I may have to back off on uploading videos because I noticed that I'm just going back in with the orange shade. I noticed that, like, my body just hasn't been able to maintain a healthy balance. Like, this happened yesterday. I tried to sleep, and for the life of me, I could not get to sleep. And I was up until, I don't think I actually fell asleep until like 10 or 11 o'clock. And that is not a good body clock schedule for me, because, you know, obviously if I have to get up at 1 and I'm not getting to sleep till 11, like, I'm only getting 2 hours of sleep. And, you know, I already did that through college. Alright, I am not in college. I am not going back to college. I hated college. College is not fun. I hated college. I hated it. I hated college. I never had a good experience with college, except for meeting professors that I consider my friends. And they're my mentors, you know? But legit, like, that is the only thing that I got out of college. Like, I didn't care about anything else. I didn't have a lot of friends during college. I got stabbed in the back in college. College was just not a good time for me. So, I'm just done with college. I hate college. That's it. Okay. Anyway, let me put these away. This is bugging me. I need to see if I have stuff out, and I'm just super organized, so I try to get everything put away. And just okay. Now that I went on a little rant, and I feel a little bit better, I am taking this brush from BH Cosmetics. It's the flat, kind of weird looking one. And I'm going to go ahead and go in with my eggplant shade. So I am taking the shade Night Owl, which is a deep purple eggplant shade. Which I had to actually double check before I used this. Like, I actually went back and watched her video of when she released this palette. Because I honestly, for the life of me, couldn't figure out what color this was. Like, I had swatched it and I always saw, like, brown. I didn't see the purple. So I'm just taking this shade and putting it just in the outer V. And blending it just a little bit into the crease. Like, not a lot. Like, oh, if you can see that. Maybe you can, maybe you can't. I don't know. My lighting has been so off. Like, I noticed that editing my last video. Like, my lighting is so off. Like, right now I look so fuzzy. And I don't understand why. So, it could be because I don't have the flash on. I don't know. So I'm just taking that and blending it a little bit into the crease, mostly in the outer V of the lid, and then up, like, circular motions into the orange. Like that. If you can see that. And then I'm going back in with the orange shade and just lightly blending that out. Lightly. I mean, like, the tiniest little tap, tapping off the excess and then blending. Just like literally just hold your brush at the end and just lightly just kind of do that. I have a feeling I'll have to go back and fix it anyway after I add the lid color. But so this is what you should have. It may not be even because I have to accommodate for my eyes, but it is what it is. Let me see, I'll probably use this one. Do I want to use this one? Which one do I want to use? I used one of these. I'll use this one. Whatever. It doesn't matter. So for my lid shade, I'm going in with this Ulta Beauty foil eyeshadow in the shade Bronze Leaf, which it doesn't really look like a bronze. It looks literally like a copper, like straight up. Like, I don't know if you can tell. Maybe not with the glass. Hold on. That's what it looks like. Oh, there we go. See, it looks like a copper. It doesn't look bronze. At least in person. So now I have to figure out how to do this. I'll probably just spray some 6+. Why not? Normally I would do a cut crease first, but I really don't want to do that because I'm lazy today. So what I'm going to do is do this instead and see what happens. If it works, then it works. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. It's not that big of a deal. I'll just find a way to figure it out. Okay, it kind of works. It kind of works. Ish. Okay. Maybe not. Going in with the finger. I mean, like, look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Look at that. Oh! And I'm just... Yep, okay, finger works better. I don't like how gritty this is, though. Okay, I may have added a little too much. Okay, don't add too much when you're working with foil eyeshadows, because it turns gritty. And then it's not a pretty look. So don't do what I do. Just lightly tap and then spread, like stop and like drag it. Because if you don't, it's not gonna turn out right. I might need a little more. Gosh. Might have gotten up my nose. But yeah, I mean, this is really pretty. But it's just like messy to work with. So make sure if you do use like any foil eyeshadows like I do, make sure you put powder underneath. Don't be like me. I mean, this is still really pretty. This is really, really pretty. And what I might actually do is take that and spray some 6+ on my finger. Let's see if that helps. Oh, that helped blend it in a little more. I mean, I could tap it. Let's see. Okay. So if it gets cakey like that, what you can do is spray a little bit of 6+ or probably any setting spray and then just tap it over top. Because that legit looked pretty cool. And you can smooth it out. Try to smooth that out, but... And like I said, I would have to go back in with the darker purple because it kind of has that harsh edge to it. So I'm going to go back in with the dark purple. And blend that right over the edge. By the way, this palette is one of my favorite palettes. It's just so versatile, especially for like if you want to do bold, like bright, fiery looks. I'm going with the orange, and I'm just gonna lightly go over the edges. I mean, I still gotta go in and blend anyway. And then I'm going back in with that nude shade, Wolf. And I'm going to blend that out. As I was saying, this is a really good palette that's good for your money. And right now, there's like a sale on it for like 12 bucks. I mean, it's cheap anyway. It's only like 24, but you get the point. But yeah, so this is what the eyes look like now. And so the last thing I need to do is add the gold, which I have two options. Probably gonna go with this one. So, but in case it goes wrong, I have other options. So I'm going in with the Stila Glitter and Glow eyeshadow, liquid eyeshadow, in the shade Gold Goddess, which I've used like a billion times on my channel, it feels like. And what I'm going to do is really smooth out that copper shade. Got hiccups. I'm going to really smooth out that copper shade, and then I'm going to put this just in the inner corner, like the very inner part of my lid. So. Also be extra careful because I think this has alcohol in it, maybe. And you may have to layer it because the copper is so pigmented. And what I might do is use this as a base and then go in, what am I doing? So I use that as a base and then go in with the shade Goddess, which is this really bright, pretty gold, and put that over top of where we put the gold. Just so it's a little brighter. Woo! A lot brighter. Because I feel like the Gold Goddess is still gold, but I feel like it needs a little bit more of a pick-me-up. Because it's gold. It's definitely gold. But I feel like this just brings it over the edge. And I'm just going to take the gold and kind of blend it in with the copper. So lightly tap between the gold and the copper. And then you have that really nice transition. Ta-da! Okay, I know I might need to clean that up, but that's actually really cool. I wasn't expecting to do like an ombre eye. Guess what? It does. It legit looks like an ombre. So it starts out gold, goes into copper, goes into the eggplant shade. I have something in my eye. Could be because I didn't clean out my eyes this morning. I'm getting it. Okay, come on. Really. I'll probably have to clean out this one too. Yep. I knew it. Okay. Whatever. Staying in there. So now I'm going back in with all of the shades that we have used so far and kind of just cleaning up where it needs to be cleaned up. And to make sure that everything is just blended and looking really nice and not looking patchy. I mean, clean up where you need to clean up. That's all I'm doing. Just cleaning up where I need to clean up. Yeah. There we go. I'm so excited. I don't know if you can see on camera, but I actually wasn't expecting to do like a ombre, like the gold, the copper to the eggplant shade, but that still looks really pretty. Huh. This is a really long tutorial. This is going to be really long. So, what I'm going to do to cut on time, just a little bit, just a little tiny bit. I know I said I wasn't going to edit, but just because this is so redundant, I need to put this back in the sleeve. Just because this is so redundant and everything, and like, I don't want to waste any more of your time that I have. If I have wasted your time. If I haven't, you're so sweet. What I'm going to do is do my brows and mascara off camera, because I will be putting on lashes, so that's going to take up a lot of my video, or this video, whichever way you look at it. And so, just so, and also, everyone does their brows different, everybody does their mascara different. I'm just going to skip that. And I'll get rid of all this fallout and whatever, and then we'll be back to going. For brows, I'll be using the Ka-Brow by Benefit in shade number 6. And then for mascara, I'm going to be using the Benefit Roller Lash, in case you wanted to know. Okay, and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. I had one heck of a time with my brows. I don't know if you can tell, but I did have a little bit of a mess up, and my mascara had a little bit of a mess up. It's a good thing I paused. Anyway, on to something more positive. I'm going to start bronzing. So I have 2 bronzers, because if we're going bold, we're going to look snatched and looking bold. So I am taking my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This has been on my channel since I started it. It's really good, and it smells so good. I'm debating whether I should get another one or not, or if I should just keep what I have. Because I like my Hoola Light and my Pure Bronzing Act one. So, I don't know. Oh, this smells so good. And, okay. Let me breathe for a minute. And then to make it extra bronzy, I am using the Hoola Benefit. This is just a regular one. This isn't the Hoola Light. So I'm just going to start with the butter bronzer. And it's at the point where there's like a giant hole in it and it's starting to break apart. So. And also, I'm trying to find a new bronzing brush, because this one, the more I clean it, the more harder it gets to... The last time I cleaned off my brushes, I noticed that a lot of them are getting to the end of their lifespan, which is, you know, I've had them for a while. Like, I've had this brush ever since Sabrina, who's on YouTube, reviewed them, which was maybe a year or 2 ago? No. Maybe like a couple years ago. So, I've had that brush ever since then, and I hate the color pink. This has pink tips underneath the bronzer. I hate the color pink, and I don't want pink in my collection at all. Other than blush, but that's only because peach blushes don't always go with my looks. So sometimes I have to wear pink so I don't look that crazy. And occasionally, like, I have pink toned stuff, but like, and of course Jeffree Star, you know. But I just can't stand the color pink. For the longest time, like, just in general, it's generalized that all girls like pink. I hate the color pink. I've hated the color pink my entire life. Oh, I can't. I don't look good in it. Like, I look disgusting. I can't. I'm going in with my Hoola bronzer. And this smells kind of good too. It smells like skincare. And sunscreen. Yeah. I'm just taking the tiniest bit of that. I'm going in. But yeah, I can't. Ooh. Like, Pink and I just don't get along. Not the singer Pink. I mean the color Pink, and I just don't get along. Ugh. I think the closest thing to Pink I'll wear is like a salmon color. But that's about the closest thing. Ugh. Anyway. Off of that subject. I know this has been really ranty, like I've been ranting the whole time. I'm venting. I have a lot of stress. I have every right to vent. Okay, so for blush, I'm using the Milani powder blush in the shade Coral Cove. Which is nice. I mean, this is nice. This isn't like pink, though. It's like a coral. It's in the name, you know? Sometimes I wonder if I had a brain, or if I have a brain. But I'm going in with this. Going in pretty heavy. Because if we're going bold, we're going bold. People wonder why I always do that face. Because my cheekbones are kind of weird. So I have one higher and this one's lower. I mean, we're going bold. I mean, it's there. I look like a clown, but it's there. Okay, I'm gonna put this back in. I know I keep pulling my hair back. I think this hairband's getting ready to come loose or break. Yes, this is still the same cup of coffee an hour later. It's so good. So good. Okay, let me just move on to lashes so we can get this done and over with. These are the Kiss Couture Faux Mink lashes in the shade Pitch, which are these big, huge, dramatic lashes because I love my dramatic lashes. So I am going to be... Oh, I gotta pull these off careful. I haven't worn these in so long. And I found these the other day. And I was like, I have to do... When I do my Leo tutorial, I have to wear these lashes. Like, I have to wear them. And here I am. And I'm using the Kiss Strip Adhesive Clear with Aloe glue. What I like about this is it has a brush tip. So, I don't know if you can see that. But it has a brush tip to it. And I love brush tip stuff. Anything brush tip. And I use the clear because a lot of the times I don't wear eyeliner. As crazy as that sounds, I don't wear eyeliner a lot, or liquid eyeliner a lot. And people are like, what's wrong with you? No joke, I used to wear liquid eyeliner, but when I did the eyeliner, I used to look like Cleopatra. Like, I literally... Okay, let me go back up. Some days I look like Cleopatra. Some days I look like drag queen wing liner. Like, literally, I would bring the wing all the way up here. No joke. I'll have to find an old picture. Like, when I first got into makeup, oh yeah. Winged eyeliner. Loved it. I've just kind of backed away from it because every time I go to do a wing now, it seems like it doesn't look good enough. And I am a super perfectionist. And when something doesn't go my way, like, I just freak out. So, it's just best if I just stay away from it. I have glitter all over me. Oh my god. It's gonna be stuck on me for the rest of my life. Alright. Lashes. Woo. Boop. And this inner corner, man. Inner corners for me, I have such a hard time keeping them on. This is such a pain, but all I'm doing now is just kind of pushing it onto my eyelid. These are a little long for me, but I don't mind. I'm trying to use up all of my lashes because I have so many. 3. So I do have about 4 pairs of lashes. And people are like, that's not a lot. It is for me because I don't wear lashes that often. And, like, I want to try out new lashes. Like, I've been saving up to try Inky Minky lashes, who's from Sabrina on YouTube. That's her brand. But her lashes, oh my god. If you watch her channel and you see the lashes that she wears, oh my god. It's like heaven. Heaven. Oh. Like, I really want a pair of her lashes. Even a couple of pairs of her lashes. Because her lashes are so beautiful and, like, they're not expensive. Like, they're the same price as, like, a Kiss or, Aloe or, what's the other one? What's the other cheap brand? I don't know. They're, like, drugstore price. Like, I think one of her pairs is like $9. Like, I'll take that. Because you see lashes nowadays are like 18, 12, 15. And I'm like, they're just lashes. Like, you don't need them that expensive. I'm just waiting. And these lashes are really pretty. Ooh, I got dry, crusty lips. Oops. Okay, let me get these. Get these on. Woo. That one I might have gone a little bit over to the left a little bit. But let me not poke my eye out. That would be nice. I had to kind of come in, so give me a minute. It's a little off. Let me see. this. Oh, that's not even on my eyelid. What in the world? Okay, that's on it there. Oh, that fixed it. Okay. Okay, that was really weird. So the inner part of my lid, the lashes weren't even on my lid. Huh. I may need to just double glue just in case. When I mean double glue, I don't mean to actually glue the whole eyelash on again. Like, don't do as I do. Basically because I have so many issues with my inner corner, like with the lashes coming up on my inner corner. What I like to do is take just an extra dot of glue and put it over that inner corner just to keep it in place. There's my lashes. I know it's a little off. You can see where it's off on this side, but that's okay. I don't mind. Nobody's perfect. Okay, now that we have all that done, this is a long tutorial. Okay. For highlighter, I'm using my Colourpop Flexitarian highlighter. I'm putting this on my finger, putting it on my cheeks, and all over my cheekbones. And I noticed using my finger is just the best way to go with this. It just works better. It seems to melt into the skin more with this, so, you know, which I don't mind. I may even put this in my inner corner. That would be pretty. Technically, it could work because I have, or it has a gold shift to it. Okay, that works. And then for my second highlighter, because this one's a little too dark for me, I need to put this in. And because it has like the warmth, I guess it has something to do with the warmth of my finger for this. Because I noticed when I applied it with a sponge, it just wasn't working. So, I mean, it worked, but it wasn't as good as like that. I don't know. I'm taking my Clinique eyeshadow brush, which I use as a highlight brush. And I'm using the Over Highlighter in Star Island. And I'm going to take this and dust it over top. This side. Cupid's bow. Chin. Yes. That was the doorbell. Somebody's at the door. I'm going to put this on here and on here. Okay, so you can see how blinding that is now. Yeah. I love highlight. Sorry. I'm just so excited. Okay, now we're gonna put all this away. Whew. It's a little hot in here. That's so pretty. Oh, I can't get over how pretty that is. So, for my lips, because my lips are crusty, as you can see, I'm using my Jeffree Star lip scrub. It's so good. It tastes so good. And these you can eat. These are safe to eat. He has said that multiple times, and he has done it himself. Do not go out and buy a lip scrub and then think you can eat it. Unless it says that it's edible. Don't do it. And just because my lips are so crusty and they're dry, made a little bit of a mess. I am taking my Palmer's Coconut Oil Formula lip balm, and I'm going to put this over top because I'm wearing a regular lipstick today, not a liquid one. And this is so good. Why is my lighting like that? Is my highlight off? Like, anyway, I don't know why I'm turning brighter. And why am I so foggy? Whatever. Whatever. It's okay. It's alright. It's okay. I will be okay. I'll be alright. Everything's gonna be okay. Now, I can't remember what I was using for setting spray. By the way, I wrote out everything I was going to use today beforehand, so. This lip balm's so good. And then what I'm going to do is kind of lightly rub it off and pat. And for this look, I am using my Maybelline lipstick. This is the Color Sensational ones, and I am using Electric Orange 880. I think they discontinued this. They discontinued a lot of their lipsticks. I guess they just weren't selling. And so, ooh. I haven't worn a regular lipstick in a hot minute other than my cancer tutorial one. So, and because it's so hot, I'm more worried about it like melting. Okay, let me see. Okay, I don't know why that's happening. Okay, and just for giggles, what I'm going to do is pat it off to make it more matte and get all that crusty stuff out. I'm gonna need another tissue. I have tissues right underneath my desk on top of my ottomans, so I'm gonna just to get rid of, to make it more matte. Let me get this upper. And then, because we're using gold, I'm going to be using the Melted Gold lip gloss from Too Faced. And I'm going to put this on my lips. Forgive me, that's my family. And put this over top. Oh my god, that's so beautiful. Oh, I love it. Oh, that's so good. Oh, look at that. Oh, you can't even see it on camera. You can't even see it on... Okay, maybe you can a little. Come on, closer. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay. For setting spray, I'm using the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray. One technique I saw. Something I saw was like to pat in lightly the setting spray. I never thought of that before. So I'm just gonna... Now, straight up, I got this all down my shirt. Don't mind me, I'm just cleaning myself up. Look at that. I'm such a mess. And then I'm going to use my Dewy Setting Mist from Anastasia Beverly Hills. I always think like I'm going to get this in my eyes. I don't know why. But that, look at that. Okay. On to natural lighting. Okay. So, here we are in natural lighting. It is a little bit sunny out, as you can tell. And look! The gold lip gloss. So, this is the completed look. I'm gonna try to hold y'all some kind of way. So, this is the look. Oh, these lashes, man. They make your eyes look bigger. I mean, lashes make a difference. But, yeah. So, that's it for the tutorial. Let me try to get y'all. If I can hear. Let's see. Nope, that's not gonna work. Okay. So, I gave it a try. So, if you guys like this video, please give it a thumbs up. And I will see you next time.